Hey Capricorn, good to see ya. We are going to drop in and do your quest wildcard read in the lead up to the Hunter's Harvest Moon that will be coming up on October 6th or 7th, depending on where you are in the world, in the sign of Aries. That is right. It is the Hunter's Harvest Moon. Turns out this year it's a little bit different. Normally we have the Harvest Moon go down in September. Thought the Harvest Moon already occurred in Pisces. Not so. It's actually a dual moon coming in on October 6th, 7th. It is both. It's the Hunter's Moon and it's the Harvest Moon. So the hunt is on, and the hunt is for the harvest. And I know you're wanting to hit your mark with this. When I was dropping into the Capricorn energy, it was coming through very steely, very stoic. There was a sense of really just wanting it straight up, wanting just the facts is what I heard. Give it to me straight. And as I was tapping into that and I was preparing the deck, the Ace of Swords flew out. So winter time is going to be a big moment of truth for you. I do feel like there is some decisive action that you are going to take with the Hunter's Harvest Moon. And whatever choice you make at that point, it is something that's going to be on the mark. I also feel like your security is of great concern to you at this time. There's a sense of feeling like I can't take any more, like something should have already come in by now. I feel like I can't wait for this cycle to end and get to the other side of this. And there's also like some kind of feeling of like ambiguity, like things aren't really clear, things aren't really decisive, or you thought that your moment should have arrived by now. But I also feel like there's a little piece of this that maybe there's a need to step back a little bit from those feelings, create a little space, a little room to get a different perspective. And it was 2:02 on the clock when I brought that in. Yes, I mean, there's certain aspects right now with that high priestess archetype that are coming in where you may feel like there's things that are concealed or things that are hidden. But when you double that too, what do you get? You get a 4. You get the Emperor. You get this position of empowerment coming in. And so what's really happening beneath the surface is there's a lot of power that's teeming in you. And it's going to facilitate a new action for you, a new direction for you. And that just came in with 2:31 on the clock. So I do feel like by the time we arrive at the 31st of October, you will have clear understanding of what you couldn't see. And I think because this is sort of building up to a moment of real power being activated, you might be misinterpreting it because you've gone through some pretty difficult experiences. You feel like there's something sneaky going on. You feel like there's something that you can't quite trust. You feel like there's something that you don't know quite what it is, but it doesn't feel right. And I do think that this is sort of coloring your perception. So we will dive into this. We're going to work with the Glow in the Dark Tarot. I always pull out this deck when things just need to be real clear cut. I feel like you're needing that energy. I also got my Shadow Light playing cards. So let's dive into it and see what this is. This is for all Capricorn placements, or if you are a Cancer rising, that makes you a Capricorn descendant. So let's check it out. Ooh, bottom of the deck. You're like, it cannot be any slower. Whatever this is, you feel like you've been working really hard. You've had your nose to the grindstone. You've ticked off all the boxes of everything you needed to do to lay down the proper foundation. And you're like, I'm not seeing the growth. I'm not seeing the growth. What is it? Am I investing in the wrong direction? Did I not get the memo? What am I even supposed to do at this point? And that's a real frustrating feeling, especially when you feel like you've been working really hard, but you're not seeing the fruition of that work. You're not seeing the results. This is when things are moving real slow, like way too slow. You're waiting for your moment. You're waiting for your opportunity. You're waiting to receive your harvest, okay? And it feels like it's just slow and coming, or in some cases, you may feel like it's not coming at all. Let's see what this is, okay? I know that ain't the way it's going down, Capricorn, okay? So let's get some clear details about this. What's coming in here in the lead up to the Hunter's Harvest Moon for Capricorn? Give them the facts. Give it to them straight up so they know what they need to do and they can take the steps to bring this thing to fruition, whatever this thing is. And if they don't know what this thing is, point it out to them, Spirit. What do they need to understand at this time? I mean, really, this is just you being in this state of feeling like you do not have any ability to change your circumstances, but it really isn't true. You do have more strength, more power at your disposal than you realize. And in some ways, this could be how you're holding yourself back from perceived limitations. And maybe it's because you do sort of suspect that there's something going on that you can't see, and you might be working yourself up into a mental space where you feel like things are working against you. It was 5:44 on the clock. It's not true. It's not true. And 5:44, that comes to 13, and that is 4. There is power teaming here. Your new beginning is up ahead, and this does come in with that Aries Aquarian energy with the Fool, a brand new direction, and it will require you to take a little bit of risk. Okay, there is some risk involved in this new beginning, but this is the start of a brand new journey. And it's also a time when there's a lot more optimism that's going to start building in your life. And you'll know you've arrived at that thing if you have somebody kind of trying to caution you, somebody who's telling you, oh, well, maybe not yet. Maybe you need to do this instead. Be very leery of that right now, because I do feel like you could have somebody in your camp that is trying to dissuade you from taking a very necessary risk. And this will become a lot clearer when you arrive up to that Hunter's Harvest Moon. I think there is something that will come in at that time that it gets your cogs turning, and it feels like, yes, this is what I need to do. And it might feel like it's a little bit risky, but I also feel it's something that stokes an enthusiasm within you. But I do feel like you have somebody around you that may try to caution you or give you all the reasons why this could go awry. And I think it's more this person trying to feed on insecurities that are really just illusions that you need to drop, because you do have the power and the inner authority to step into this. Okay, so don't be deluded about this. And it was 7:30 on the clock when I brought that in. So this is your vehicle forward. And not only is it your vehicle forward, it is your turn of fortune. I do feel like you're closing out a really rough cycle where it feels like the decks were stacked against you, so to speak. But now you're going to get to experience something quite different. So see if you can change the landscape in your consciousness where you're not looking at what's coming towards you through the lens of the past, because where you're going is somewhere you haven't been before. There might even be a trip connected to this. There might even be some kind of opportunity at a distance. This might move you out of your comfort zone. You might have become very comfortable where you're at, even though it feels like you wanted to change. This could also be the time when the part of yourself that got used to being sort of confined to this role or this reality is cautioning you about stepping into something that is of a much grander design, because you feel like maybe I can't actually rise up to that challenge, or you might be too worried about security, and that's something that really could shoot you in the foot at this time. Okay, let's get some more details about this. What is this brand new opening coming in? It's going to light up the landscape with that Hunter's Harvest Moon for Capricorn. What is this here? Okay, these two came out together. Do you see? It's something in relation to your work, and it brings you some celebration. I do see you going out and toasting something here. I think you're going to be very pleased with how things start to transform here. Whatever it is, it moves you out of the crossroads, moves you out of a place of indecision. There's some kind of good news coming in here. And there's also something about an invitation that's coming your way. And you might come up with all kinds of reasons why you can't accept this invitation. It's not true. You might be cautioning yourself like, I don't really have the finances to do that. I'm not ready to do that. You know, I need to have more of a stable base before I jump into this. But there is something about sort of thumbing your nose at fate a little bit and throwing caution to the wind, okay? You can't approach this with a lax sort of consciousness. This is some new opportunity coming your way. But you might try to talk yourself out of it. You might try to talk yourself out of it. It's coming in with the 14 energy signature. I mean, Spirit's saying this is a yes. It is a yes. It does move you forward. Not only is it a yes, this is something really balancing out for you. It is an alchemy point for you. It's sort of like a choice. Do you want to continue to stay in this current position where you feel really hemmed in, or are you willing to take the risk to rise to the challenge of this? If you do, you'll have something to celebrate and you'll see a lot of movement forward. It will take place over the next 2 months. October, November are very important months for you. And so I do feel once we arrive at winter time, winter season is going to be a time where you really see how these risks pay off. And there's something you'll be very pleased about. If you act on what comes in here, you'll recognize how much it really is in alignment with your true path and purpose here. 11:19 on the clock. It gets you to Ragnarok. It brings in success. It brings in some kind of happiness. It brings the light back into your life. A lot of movement. There could be travel in relation to this, or this opportunity could be at a distance. There's also something here where there could be invitations coming in and maybe even an opportunity to open up to love. Okay, so let's see what this is. More details about this, please. What's coming in here around this for Capricorn? What is this coming in for Capricorn? I mean, it will require swift action. So it's one of those things where I feel like when this comes in, you have to be very decisive in the moment. And your biggest challenge, I feel, is more how you're seeing yourself or what you think you're capable of achieving based on past perspectives. So there's something here that really needs to shift, because this is your justice. Something is really balancing out for you here. It's gonna come in Libra season. I see this. In Libra season, this balance will come in for you. Let me get some more details here for you, Capricorn. What is this? This is swift communication coming in that requires decisive action. I feel like if you sit on this too long, this opportunity will pass you by. So be mindful of that. All right? Don't get up in your head about this or give yourself all these reasons why you can't do it. And do be aware of somebody around you who could be a bit envious, who might try to dissuade you, might try to caution you from acting on this, maybe because they wish they had this kind of an opportunity. King of Cups coming in with the Hermit here. It might mean that you have to go your own way in order to activate this. And there might be somebody who feels a little bit bitter about not being able to come along for this ride. And this could be coming in around a water sign: Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We also got Virgo energy coming in here. So again, this is something to do with your work. It really changes your day-to-day life, your day-to-day routines, habits. I feel like because it puts you in a totally new sphere, totally new environment. It also lights your fire, okay? So it is a very independent action, and this is something that's specifically for you, and it was 14:11 on the clock. It's your justice, it's your balance, and not only that, it is something that does have you really stepping into your personal empowerment here. And I think it's going to light your fire. You will not regret heading in this direction, okay? Fire sign energy could be connected to this as well. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I do feel like there's hints of this. Like you'll start to pick it up. You'll know what this is by the time you arrive at that Hunter's Harvest Moon. But I feel like once you arrive at that juncture, at that full moon, there is some kind of affirmative action you need to take. Something that you really need to set in motion at that time. Any clue? Oh, well, that came out. It's something you're going to have to close out in order to step through this doorway of opportunity that brings about the brand new cycle, okay? And I love how that laurel wreath there, it's a portal in and of itself. It's a portal to success. It's a portal to a way through where you get to be in charge of how you want your future to unfold. You get to write the story and how the first chapter of your new life opens. It does feel like sort of like a new lease on life. There may be something that you are closing out with a fixed sign energy. It could be a Leo, a Taurus, an Aquarius, or Scorpio here. Again, it's your justice. So I think if you set your sights in this direction with the Hunter's Harvest Moon, by the time we arrive at the new moon on the 21st in Libra, hey, don't do that. No gnawing at it. There's something you're gnawing at. Like there's something you're fixated on, and it's actually a distraction. And I think that's what you need to be aware of, because that's what could hold you back. It's almost like this comes in, and if you're too distracted by something that you're considering like an opposing force, it's something that's outside of you that you think's holding you back, or it's just a point of focus that you're fixated on, and you've been gnawing at this, this is going to be missed. So you want to pay attention to this, okay? By the time you arrive at that new moon in Libra, that's right on the cusp of Scorpio season on the 21st of October, you will know what this is. And that's when you really need to step through this gateway. It's an initiatory gateway into a new chapter of your life. And it is your justice, okay? One more round of this. I mean, whatever this is, whatever you're closing out, whatever's held you in place here has had you in a position where you really felt like this is just set in stone. No matter what I do, I can't shift this. You're going to really see how the vista opens up for you. And again, with the world and a lot of this energy coming in, there could be some kind of travel connected to this. It's wish fulfillment. It's personally gratifying. Here's your chariot that leads you forward. And look at that. You have a solid material opportunity here. And there's growth. This is you in your energy. This looks very good. Look at this combo. Just this line right here. Look at this. If you're telling yourself stories that you're stuck, it's a lie. And if you have people around you who are feeding into this, maybe get a little distance from these people, because they're leading you astray here, because this is the energy that you're stepping into. You're really stepping into a time where your creative power is going to be at an all-time high. You're going to be feeling a sense of renewal. You're going to be feeling more vitality. You're going to feel like you got your mojo back, and there is some power that's going to be put in your hand. And this is all about you. It's not about anybody else. So don't let anybody take this moment from you, okay? This is your time to shine here. And it's something very personally gratifying. So I love this for you, Capricorn. Let me do a cut of the deck here. See what we got. Okay. It's just the beginning. And this also may be something that's a little intimidating, because I do feel you have to be a student to head in this direction. Like there is something to learn heading down this road. You don't know all the steps. You don't have a lay of the land, but something that seems to start out rather small, okay, when this opportunity, this news comes in, it does grow. It does grow, and it absolutely puts you in your element. What do we got on the other side here? Queen of Cups, okay? So This is about you not wanting to get too optimistic, too excited about something, because you feel like when you allowed yourself to get emotionally invested in directions in the past, it fell flat. It didn't live up to what you thought it would be. 20 on the clock, judgment on that. Well, this is different, okay? This is an opportunity to really rise and shine. What's behind this? What's in this cup? I want to know what's in this cup. What do we got here? See what that is? See, you fear that there's not going to be this celebration. You feel like if I head down this road, I don't want to get too optimistic because I feel like there's not really going to be this celebration. There's going to be another disappointment. But this is perfect alignment for you. You got to stop reflecting on the story of the past because you're not going that way. You got to turn around here. There's something beautiful opening up for you, and it enters you into that waterway that will take you up to the North Node. This is your path coming into view. It brings you into alignment. And where you have felt a sense of separation in the past from others or your true path of purpose, when you get to the other side of this portal, you will find that what felt divided merges. It's united. And there's something really beautiful that comes through here for you. But you got to believe in yourself, okay? This is so important. It's a celebration. It's also going to be very healing for you, okay? Let's pull out the shadow light playing cards. I know that's the truth. It was 21:22 on the clock. Do you see? 21:22. The world, as you have known it, is coming to a place of culmination and completion. And this is the start of a brand new direction that has you really rooted in your power. Bottom of the deck. There's some news coming in. And I feel like when the news comes in, it can get marred by your perspective. Your perspective that's rooted in getting too excited about things in the past only for them to lead to disappointment. I really feel like this is a shadow aspect that you need to look at. There's something here about, well, you know, I was all in the past and I head down a certain road and it didn't take me where I wanted to go and I was disappointed. And so now I really have my defenses up. But see, there's something that's coming through here as a Tower of Swords, but it's a Tower of Power. And it's to awaken you. It's to awaken you out of that state of self-imposed inertia. So you can see this isn't what it was before, okay? With the 8 of Diamonds coming up in the shadow. This is a lot of past reflection. There's a lot here that has to do with your work and getting what you deserve. There's a lot about feeling like you've been held back, you've been slowed down. At some point, you may have even wondered, is somebody effing with me, man? Do I got people that are putting blocks in my way? Are the forces working against me? I mean, is there something that I'm not seeing here? Is there a little trickery? Is there a little guile? Is there something I'm just not consciously aware of here? Like you've been really trying to suss this out because you feel like I'm not getting the goods. I'm not getting the goods. This is, you know, your energy. And there's really a sense of feeling like it's almost been eclipsed. There's been a lot of worry around this, but your worries are about to be alleviated. You will see. It's actually going to lead you to Ragnarok. It's going to lead you to the sun. And this is a Wheel of Fortune coming in to turn everything around on the other side of what felt like a really rough landing the last time you allowed yourself to be optimistic and you came down to earth with a thud. There's something there that was necessary, okay, where you did experience a past disappointment. It was necessary to get a certain perspective and also to gain a sense of self-belief that can rise to a challenge even when you have suffered some kind of major setback here, all right? Because this does come in with the number 29, and again, that's justice. So you're going to have to trust your intuition. You're going to have to trust your intuition to be your guide here, so you don't end up sticking a fork in this before it has an opportunity to really be all that it wants to be for you, okay? Let me get some more ideas around this for you to kind of like maybe sit and meditate on, percolate on, just different perspectives, different views that you can sit with and kind of open up your mind to this, because I do feel like there's going to be a lot of past versions of yourself that are going to pipe up around this, and maybe also certain people that want you to continue to stay in those versions of yourself that might try to dissuade you from this. And I think that's a big problem, okay? You need to really let yourself step into the largesse of this. That's what I'm hearing, right? Yeah, because this is coming in. This is what you've been waiting for. And it's a celebration. And yeah, you've been through a lot, man. You've been through a lot, sea goat. But it's your time. This is finally coming in for you. It's finally coming in for you, because this stuff that you were dealing with before, all this hidden stuff, all this subterfuge, everything seeming like it was blocked, nothing coming in, funny stuff going on with the money, nothing yielding what it should, misalignment when it felt like for sure this is going to come into view. This is when your heart gets to experience the fulfillment. You got an ace of hearts here. Your cup will be filled. Your cup will be filled. All right? So don't block this for yourself. This requires you to take action on it. If you let this stuff hold you back, you will miss out. So when this call comes, rise to the challenge. Don't let your faulty perceptions from the past hold you back, all right? You got to act with decisiveness here to avoid disappointment. All right, one more round of this. Anything else that Capricorn needs to know about this? You've also got King of Spades here, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Could have factored in the past, you know, maybe an experience that sort of like left you in a place where you felt like you don't want to go down that road again. You don't want to suffer some kind of loss or disappointment. All right. This could have even been somebody you were romantically involved with in the past. And maybe there's still some holdover stuff there that needs to be sussed out and cleared out so you can really allow yourself to experience this fulfillment. Okay? I really feel like this is something just for you. This is something that you're truly meant to embrace. Having this moment of success for yourself. So I don't know if there is like an ex who might kind of try to guilt trip you a little bit. Put something on you that, you know, could be a little problematic here. Now a lot of stuff's coming out. Okay. Yeah. Don't let them steal your thunder here. Don't let them steal your shine with that 7 of Spades coming up in the shadow. What's this that fell away here? Yeah, they want to put you in a corner. They want to dim your light. This is you. This is you. Don't let this person put you in your place. Keep you from this. Oh, man. Don't let them separate you from this path. This is a path of purpose. It's a good opportunity for you. And you would be wise to distance yourself from anybody who's trying to feed on that kind of mindset or try to poke at any kinds of insecurities you've had. Because I really do feel like this is alignment for you. 2911. 1111, man. And I feel like this is somebody who would really like to steal your thunder and try to encourage you to hold yourself back from hopping in that chariot and getting to Ragnarok. So don't believe the hype, man. Cut of the deck energy. Let's see what we got. 2933. Do you see? It's just all alignment for you. It is all alignment for you. 1133, 44, 8. You have the strength to rise above the challenges of the past. Whatever this is, it puts you in a position of power. And the only thing that can really sabotage you is if you hold yourself back. If you're too cautionary here, you need to really embrace this. It is your wish fulfillment. It's the thing that you have been wanting. It's here. But it does require independence on your part. There's a lot that's coming in around the Virgo archetype. So first of all, I feel like it is something that closes out an old karmic cycle for you. And also, this is something that it's about you. All right? It's for you. It's not for anybody else. So there could be like old holdover, like programming in place. Like, is it selfish of me to want this just for me? No, this is your wisdom path. You're meant to rise and shine here. This is a personal victory. And it is well-deserved, and it's hard-earned, and it's your time. So don't sit this one in the corner, not for anything or anyone. I really feel like getting an overarching theme for you. So we're going to pull out the Halloween oracle here, because it does feel like there's some shadowy stuff that's been stirred up for you, and I don't know where that's coming from. I do feel like it's something hidden, so it could be subconscious stuff that's sort of like bubbling to the surface, or you could have had somebody around you that maybe is very sly in the way they do it, but they've been playing on, you know, some past insecurities of yours or something. Again, you should protect yourself from these influences, because you have all the light you need within you to light up the landscape ahead. You are meant to go on this journey. Don't let these people put fear in you, okay? Thumb your nose at fate. You got what it takes to bring this all the way home to the North Node. It is the stuff of your destiny. Overarching theme here. Oh, that's interesting. I just noticed there is one card from the Sacred Rebels Oracle that got left behind over here. I moved that deck to make room for this one here. This was on top. Isn't that interesting? Okay, we're going to set this aside. So maybe this is the light aspect. We'll look and see what that is. I have no idea what that is there. Let's find out what's really going on here. Notice how it kind of darkened there? Blocking that out. Nobody's gonna dim Capricorn's shine, man. Nobody puts Cappy in a corner. Cappy's the captain of this ship now, and you're going to steer your course with authority as you head on down that waterway of transformation here. Well, let's have a look at this, okay? What is this? I'm going to check out with the Halloween Oracle first. 33 on the clock. You got a lot of synchronicity coming in here. Whatever this is, it's freeing you from crossroads, man. But it does require you activating your self-knowledge here. And that means it's not about what anybody else thinks, Capricorn. It's about what you think, what you feel, what's right for you, okay? Let you put yourself first. Yep, because this is your hidden talent here. And you stepping into this is going to bring you a lot of joy. And you do have support beyond the veil. You have people cheering for you on the other side. You got your spirit guides, you got your ancestors, you got a whole team out there saying, it's your time, step into this. You are meant to activate this now. And anything that could possibly hold you back when we arrive at that time of that Hunter's Harvest Moon is an unnecessary fear. So I encourage you to create a ritual of your very own. Trust your own inspiration, your own intuition here, and lay your unnecessary fears to rest. I don't know. Symbolically, make a crypt and fill it with your unnecessary fears. And then I don't care if you cremate it or you actually bury something in the earth, lay it to rest. So you don't hold yourself back from this. Capricorn's needing a pep talk. Capricorns, man, the real salt of the earth. They hold so much for so many. Real good, solid, grounded people. A lot of strength, a lot of endurance, and they hold it down for many people. But sometimes, you know, Capricorn needs to be lifted up and reminded of just who they are, all right? You got what it takes. You can do it, Capricorn. You can do it. I believe in you, okay? So don't hold yourself back for no one. Do you see? This is not the past. You're putting the shadows behind you. This is when fortune meets opportunity. And you got all the wisdom at your disposal within you, okay? So don't hold yourself back. That came out very quickly there. Yes. Remember, you do have this light. You do know how to get where you need to go. You can trust your inner light, and you do have protection here as you step forward onto this path. There's really a need to remember who you are. You got to remember who you are. I don't know who or what pushed you out of that sense of personal empowerment, but you need to take that power back, because there is a vision that is activating for you at this time. Look at that, coming in with the number 44. It's all about you stepping into your power. And this manifestation that's going to come through, it's the activation of all your magics. It's your time to shine. You're protected in this. You have the ability to chart your course forward with wisdom. And yes, it may be unknown territory, but you will find the way through. There's also some allies coming in here for you. We have Sagittarius represented by the owl on the medicine wheel. We also have Libra coming in represented by Raven on the medicine wheel. You have Grandmother Spider here too, awakening you to the wisdom you hold and helping you weave these webs of creation into a network of light and connectivity. And there's something beautiful on the other side of an old version of you that others may have been very comfortable with, but it's not the full expression, the largesse of all you're meant to be. You'll see when you get on the other side of it. There's so much beauty that's going to come through here for you with this egg of potential, this cosmic egg of creation. It spirals in a whole new manifestation of how your life can be. And it's just going to grow and expand. So trust this. It is protected from anyone who would try to steal this moment for you to shine. 33, 44, numbers of synchronicity for you. Add those both together, 77. The chariot coming on through that brings that alchemical point of temperance. And when it arrives, you'll see how perfect the timing was. It's divine timing, and it's right on time. It's your time. Godspeed.